So let's talk about the traditional wife thing that we see on social media. So some of these traditional wives that we see on social media portray this whole thing that as a traditional wife, you don't work, you don't earn any, you don't have any source of income whatsoever. And maybe the only money you get is maybe a credit card to spend. Like I saw a video recently and they're talking about some lady who was married to this very wealthy guy and she had access to a credit card that she uses to shop and she buys expensive things for herself. But I didn't mention anything about if she earns money. I think she didn't earn any money throughout the whole time she was married to the guy. She only had access to a credit card that she can use to buy whatever she wanted. And at the end of the day, after their kids went to college and whatever, the husband divorced her, sold their properties, and maybe gave her some settlement and some alimony. And when I saw that video, the first thing that came to my mind was, oof, this guy went all the way. Like, why would he treat her so bad? But then again, I realized that how come you're married to somebody for years and you don't know the savings you guys have, you don't know the properties you guys have, you just know the credit card that you use to shop. And a lot of women are falling victim for this whole traditional wife. Oh, I'm like this, I can do this, and I don't have to work. Yes, really, I don't like the whole 9 to 5 job because I used to do it and I stopped. Right now, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I still earn money in my own little way. So they do this traditional wife thing that you don't work, you don't earn any money of your own, and you just depend on this wealthy husband of yours to provide everything for you. And these things can come back to bite you in the ass because anything can happen. The guy might lose his job, the guy might die, the guy might find someone else, or anything can happen. Things can change and you won't have access to money, or you won't have your own backup money. I'm not saying that you should plan your marriage and maybe and have at the back of your mind that your marriage would fail, and so because of that you should have this. But really you should have at the back of your mind that anything can happen and you won't have access to this money that you're spending like this. That's why I'm talking about this today. My name is Bray. Welcome to my channel. So before we go further, I used to work. Let me just give you a little backstory. I used to work 9 to 5. I was working in a hospital. I was working in a hospital as receptionist, secretary kind of job. And my husband was working in, I think, with University of Birmingham also in the UK. And we were earning okay. We were earning good money. I was earning enough and he was earning enough to support both of us even. But I was still working and earning my own money. Then when I got pregnant for my daughter, I took maternity leave, and then we had somebody that was helping with my kid. And when I went back to work, she was still doing her nanny / housekeeping job for us, and my husband was the one paying her. And I continued working. Then I got pregnant for my second child, my son, and the pregnancy was kind of difficult. Not like pregnancy was difficult. I just wasn't enjoying my workplace anymore. It was becoming toxic. And you know, when you're pregnant and then there's extra stress coming from your work colleagues, it just becomes too much. So one day I got really tired. I told my husband that I don't want to do this job anymore. Like, I don't want to work here anymore. That I wanted to go back and continue my hat making business, because I had a hat making business. So he was like, fine, that's whatever makes you happy. So I quit my job, like, I think after a month or so of telling him that I dropped my resignation letter and I stopped working. And then he now started paying me money. So I'll have some income, at least I'll have some money. And then I started making my hats. And funny enough, hat making business, it took off really, really quickly because people use these hats for weddings like every other weekend. So I had clients I was making hats for, and I was making profits, and he was also paying me, and he also invested money in my business. So my point is, You can have a wealthy husband that says, oh, don't work or whatever, but you can still work online. You can still start a business. Instead of you to just sit there and say, oh, my husband has all this money. My husband makes 6 figures every year. My husband makes 7 figures every year, or whatever figures you think is a lot, to just relax and live this luxury life and not try to have some kind of backup, some extra money somewhere that you use. Because if the guy dies, you have to find a way to at least survive for a while before you work things out about maybe finances or whatever. Or if tomorrow he decides that he doesn't want to be with you anymore, you have some money to do something for yourself, or you have a business. So instead of just sitting there and saying, oh, I have credit card, I can buy whatever designer bag I like or whatever designer shoe and go to expensive restaurants and eat and look fancy and have all these fancy friends and everything. You guys can talk about how he can maybe start a business for you. I'm sure you have a business idea that you want to do. Maybe you like to freelance, because a lot of stay-at-home moms freelance. Maybe you like to freelance. He'll help you maybe with courses that you can use to learn and develop yourself in this business and start making money online, instead of you to just sit there and not do anything the whole day. Like, I would go crazy. I don't understand how anybody would do that. When we came to West Virginia, yes, in the US, we got to the US. That was the first place we went to. I almost ran mad because I wasn't doing anything. I was used to either going to work or going to the market to buy things and make hats, and my mind was always working. My hands were working. But then I came and I couldn't do anything. Like, I was starting afresh and I almost lost my mind. But now with my blogs, YouTube, and once in a while going out and coming in and hanging out with friends, I feel more sane. But I can't just stay and not earn any money of my own. So when we hear that, oh, the guy did this, the guy left, everybody would be like, oh, he's so wicked. How could he do that? Oh, this is what men do. This is what men do. Yes, that's rubbish. It's rubbish that he did that. But we should also think about the women that don't think about the future. They're only thinking about now. Thinking about, oh, what can I wear now? What shoes can I buy now? What handbag can I carry now? Or what hair can I buy now and just look expensive and everything? You're not thinking about the future. Think about the future. That's even our moms that they call housewives back in the day, even up till now, most of the women that we call housewives in Nigeria, they go to the market, they go to the farm. The ones in the village, in the rural areas, they go to the farm, they go to the market, they sell things, they make some money, they come back. Even my mom, back then when we were little, she used to buy fabric, she used to buy wrapper and sell to all those women that have their meetings, even her own meetings with other women. She used to buy this thing and sell. During Christmas period, she'll buy shoes wholesale from the market and she'll sell it in our community to other women that were interested. So she was always looking for ways to make money. There was even a time she used to make cupcakes, small cupcakes in this old cupcake tin, those metal cupcake cups. She used to make those cakes and she sells them in the area. So, and my mom was a typical housewife. That's what you would call the typical housewife, but she wasn't a career woman. But I don't understand how these days young women want to sit at home and do this traditional wife thing and not do anything. If you ask some people, they will tell you that's parasitic, because why would you just stay and be eating off someone else's work? Yes, he's your husband. He's supposed to take care of you, fine. But why do you feel so comfortable not doing anything, not using your brain, not using your talent, not using your hands to earn anything? I'm just wondering. So now that I've talked about all this, I'm just thinking that for those that are interested, or for someone that's interested or that wants to be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, there are things that you can do. First of all, you have to talk to your husband, and you guys have to have a plan on how you're going to do it. Is it going to be paying you a certain amount of money as just for your upkeep and to buy things for yourself, so you don't have to ask him for money, or say you don't have, yes, you can still have the credit card, whatever, but you should have an account where a certain amount goes into every month. Seriously. Some people will not agree with this. Some people will be like, oh, that's rubbish. But that credit card is not life savings. That credit card is credit. You spend it, your husband puts it back. It's not yours to keep. Yes, the card might be yours to keep, but if something happens and he's not earning any money, there's no money in that credit card anymore. That means you mask out the credit card, and then you'll be owing, you would have all these debts on you or whatever. But if you have a bank account where your husband puts a certain amount every month for you, whatever you want to do from that money, now you'll be wise and say, okay, this month, okay, I'm going to do my nails, or I'm going to buy this thing, and I won't buy any other thing. Or you just have to be wise about what you do with that money. Or you propose a business, like something that you really want to do. There are a lot of stay-at-home moms, or a lot of women, so-called traditional women, traditional wives that are married to rich men, and these rich men invest in a business for them. And every profit that comes out of that business is her own money, So I'm just saying this because really, because it's important that you have your own money, no matter what, no matter how much your husband is earning. There's a sense of pride that comes with it. And also, it's money that you can use to do things for yourself without asking anybody, because sometimes it gets annoying when you're always spending from your husband's credit card, and then you'll be like, and maybe he did not know about it, or he wasn't expecting such big expenditure or whatever. I don't know, it could be anything, but anybody would feel irritated at some point that you're just depending on them for everything. Even the guy will start wondering that, is it that you don't have any sense, or is it that you don't think highly of yourself, that you feel this is a good life to just stay and not do anything? All you have to do is just look pretty and cook food. Really, don't believe this social media traditional wife thing that you see, because anything can happen. And when it happens, everybody is quick to point at the guy. Everybody is quick to say, oh, this is what men do. But women also have to teach each other. We also have to inform each other that that's not the right way to go about this traditional wife thing. You can still be a traditional wife and be earning money. I don't know what traditional wife is anymore, because they're making it look like traditional wife is not supposed to earn money. I don't understand why anybody will tell you that you're not supposed to earn money. Nobody should tell you what you are supposed to do. You should want to earn your own money. You should want to earn your own money. That's all I have to say. If you want to get married, get married. If you don't want to get married, don't get married. But don't get married and become a liability to somebody. Still have your own. It's part of your worth. It just shows that you think highly of yourself. So yeah, my name is Brie. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please like it and share it, and I'll post another video soon, next week, whatever, I don't know. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.